She said it was only 2 days.
Okay. So next semester is only 2 days. Usually it's 3 days in the spring, but maybe she adjusted that. So you need to make sure that it works around whatever it is that Dr. Trinder shared with you.
For classes, would I be able to register for classes that are taken for semester 7 and 8? Because I completed one of the courses that are one of the 5 courses for next spring, so I was wondering if I can squeeze in a class that would be for semester 7 and 8, like SPED, for example. Would I be able to put that on there, or is that not possible?
It is not possible. SPED 416 is not offered in spring, and the junior year courses, so semesters 5 and 6, are required to enroll in semester 7 and 8. And semester 8 is student teaching, and you cannot do that without having met all the requirements to student teach. Any other questions? Gosh, I didn't expect it to go this long. Usually we're 30 minutes. We had a lot of questions about the next year. I see another question. Student teach. So student teaching is completed in the last semester, which is spring of 2023, and that's 4.5 days. Pre-student teaching is done in the fall. So for you, it would be fall of 2022, and that's 3 days.
Do we have
And if you're talking about next semester, that's not student teaching, it's field work. And one of your peers said that it was, Dr. Trinder said 2 days per week in the spring.
Do we have to take an elective if we're not doing an endorsement, or are the other 4 courses enough?
I think the other 4 courses are enough if you can only register some. The reason why we have the elective there is because some students require, for financial aid purposes, to be registered for 15 hours as opposed to, as opposed to 12 hours. So it would depend on your financial aid. Every time I go up there, if somebody else comes, will we have time to work your job while student teaching? It would probably have to be nights and weekends because you will need to be available from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and then one night a week you're in class. And you need to answer that. What is the difference between pre-student teaching and student teaching of our last semester? Okay, so the main difference between pre-student teaching and student teaching is that during the fall, when you're pre-student teaching, you're gradually taking over the classroom. None of the content tests are required to be passed by then. And then for student teaching, you have to have all your content tests, all of the what is it, 305 should tell, the 305 test passed, and complete all courses and things like that. Does that make sense? And you're 4.5 days, and you'll be fully teaching, engaged in the classroom, and you will be taking over the classroom that you're placed in. The good thing about Urban Ed is that students who are placed where you're placed in fall, so for you it's fall 2022, where you're placed in fall of 2022 will carry over to spring 2023. So you kind of like, it's like almost a year long. Most of the same information will be shared. Isn't this the...
I had a similar question. I couldn't register for the ESL bilingual session you have today from 2 to 3. Should I attend that if that's what I'm interested in?
Yeah, I could add you if you just send me your it'll be the same link, but I don't know if you're going to be able to get in it. So just send me your UIN and I can add you real quick.
Okay, I'll email you now.
Yeah, Nick, so that's a year-long experience. So we get different schools, obviously for next year, but it's, fall and spring it would be the same placement. That's why they're giving you so many, experiences for junior year, because you guys are in a lot of different classrooms. It's already, just send me, an email. So any person that wants to attend another session, just send me an email with your UIN, because I need your UIN to add you, and I have to manually add you. Does that make sense? It's this whole iAdvice thing, I don't know. Oh yeah, and you're right, Alex, this is for language arts. The reason why we split them off, is because they're known for their, courses that you guys need to take, like 1 through 6, language arts and, science, but the others have additional classes that you. But Alex, definitely send me the email, because I need to look into your information, okay?
Okay. If it's alright, is okay if I forward you like the email like after my last one went with Lars to discuss
Yeah,
it?
yes, please, and anything that you can provide. Hannah, you should be okay. Is there specific questions that you need to ask for the early childhood?
I just, yeah, honestly, there was just one specific question was that I completed all my endorsement classes. So like next semester, I think there's a class that I already took. So I would be okay then if that space is free, right? Or do I have to make it? Okay.
No, you don't have to take it. If you completed everything, you don't have to.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, anything else, Jen? You were sharing your screen. I don't remember. What was I starting to say? I'm going to send you all that information. I'll be sending it to you guys. So no, because the math, you need an additional class. I know there was a lot of questions and I was just going like all crazy. Janice, if you have any questions, just email me.